Hi there, I'm Sydney from @Mothy on Instagram. Okay, so I set up a Q&A. What's going on in the background here is me writing my comic, Good Samaritans. It's up on Webtoons if you want to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Anyway, somebody asked on Instagram, is art going to be a career for you in the future? And to that I say I'm really not sure. I've considered it and I haven't decided yet. There's a few other directions I'd like to go as well. I'm really into childcare. They also say what else? I guess that would be the what else. Yeah, so I'd like to incorporate the two if possible and, you know, teach kids art or work at a daycare and do art on the side. Either one, those are my passions. That was asked by Kibo and Friends on Instagram. You should check them out. They're a great artist. Sad Drawings on Instagram asks, how did your art style develop this way? It's charming. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. My art style has been very inconsistent over the years. I started drawing when I was 5 years old. At lessons, my grandmother paid for lessons and I went and I loved it, and ever since I've been drawing. I started out with realism and I drew realism for many years. I drew my first realistic portrait when I was 12 years old and I will say it was a mess. But over time I got a little better and I started experimenting a little bit. My style got a little bit more anime for a while, and then it turned into like this weird cartoon style where they all had these really big butts, and yeah. Now I've settled on kind of a cutesy chibi style that can also have some mature elements added into it if I'd like, which I find is very versatile. And it really helps me be able to draw anything I want to draw but keep the style consistent, which is always what I've wanted. I decided today that I'm going to just talk about my journey with art throughout this video. And I'm going to start off when I was young. So like I said, I went to art lessons when I was 5. My art teacher's name is Tracy. She's a lovely lady. Unfortunately, she moved back to England, so I don't see her anymore. But yeah, I went to her lessons from the time I was 5 until I started assisting and teaching them when I was around 15. And my passion has just grown so much from her, and that was a very special part of my life. Art has always been something that kept me calm, and it's been something to look forward to when I feel like maybe there is nothing else to look forward to. I've struggled with mental health issues. I still do sometimes, and I find that art can just take me out of the world I'm in and put me in this whole nother world where I'm turning nothing into something, and it feels so special. And it's really important to me. So that's how it started. Moving on, in high school, I took art classes. I was never really a band person. I do sing, but I'm not really great with instruments. I had the worst art teachers ever, like, of all time. I got horrible grades in art class, which is surprising to me considering once I moved on to art school in university, I was top of my class in almost everything. So yeah, very biased high school art teachers, but it never deterred me. I still took art every year. I still did the assignments, even though they were not very nice assignments. They weren't very fun. A lot of just like abstract stuff and mediums that aren't necessarily my favorite. But then I moved on to art school, and the art part of it was a very positive experience. I really loved doing art assignments. I loved having deadlines and getting things done and spending a lot of my time doing art. The only thing I didn't like is that the particular school I went to was quite political in nature, and a lot of the lectures were heavily centered around politics, which isn't really something I felt like I'd signed up for in art school, so I left. Ever since, I've been working and paying bills and drawing on the side. I've done a lot of artistic stuff since I left art school. I actually bought a button maker, and I opened a store on Etsy. To my dismay, I only sold about 3 buttons, and no one really seemed to care about that. One of them showed up dented at someone's house, so I got a 4-star review instead of 5, and I was like, okay, well, I would have sent you another one if I knew, but that's fine. Yeah, I find I haven't been very successful in trying to make money off of art. I definitely enjoy it, and other people seem to enjoy it, but I've never made money from it in a way that is significant at all. And that's one of my goals, I think, is to at least have supplementary income from art, because I feel like, well, that would just be nice. I don't know, and I really like doing art, and sometimes when I'm really down, I'll not do art for a while, and I think it would be great if there was a way to keep me motivated besides just the art itself, which it usually does. Yeah, so, oh, you can see in the video I'm struggling with that eye. That was, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Anyway, what I'm drawing in this video is a couple pages for my comic Good Samaritans. I mentioned it at the beginning. I'm really, really excited about this project. I posted on Webtoons, and I've always been a sucker for romance, so this is my own little romance story here. It's about a girl and a boy. I haven't mentioned their names yet in the comic, but their names are David and Cerise, and they are very much a good match for each other. Cerise is a very good person, and she spends a lot of her spare time helping people, which is fortunate because David is homeless and particularly in need of help. And from that point on, a lot of stuff happens, and they have a lot of obstacles, but eventually a beautiful relationship forms from it. And I'm excited to keep it going. I plan to post once every week, or maybe every 2 weeks. We'll see, but I'm hoping to keep a consistent schedule. So keep a lookout for that. Yeah, what time are we at here? Okay. I'm gonna talk about some other passions, I guess. I'm really, really interested in animals. I love animals. I'm currently working at a pet store, which I don't like as much as childcare, but it's good. But I adore animals. My dog Teddy is sitting next to me right now, little sweetheart, just snuggled up, and I have a canary named Sunny, and he was bald when I got him. I got him for free, and it was kind of, I guess, a rescue situation. He had almost completely no feathers, and over time I got him a proper light, and I've been feeding him supplements, and he's almost completely grown back in over a few months. So that absolutely just makes me so happy every time I think about it. He's such a wonderful little bird. So yeah, there's him. Oh, and I keep fish. I keep a lot of fish. Currently, I have a 25-gallon tank. It has a bunch of, I don't know if you guys know these fish, but like platies, and endlers, live bearers, and they multiply like you wouldn't believe. And it's just really cool to see. Never gets too overpopulated because they tend to eat the little ones, which is kind of unfortunate, but also kind of fortunate because they would all die if there was too many of them, or I'd have to sell them or get rid of them somehow, which I am glad I don't have to worry about. But they're very sweet fish, very peaceful, and they make me happy too. I draw them sometimes. I haven't really posted that though. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me, and I'd like to get to know you all a little better too, so I'll leave all my links in the description. Feel free to DM me. yeah, I guess like and subscribe. Okay, have a good one. Bye!